Hello, welcome back to Kirk Kooks. So previously we took a full English breakfast and we put it in a burger, we put it on a pizza and we put it in a calzone, so let's put it in a pie. So to make this pie I've got some ready-made pastry. I'm not going to make short crust pastry, but what we do need to make is we need to get all the ingredients for the full English breakfast cooked up. So we've got to do some fried egg, some fried mushrooms, some bacon, some sausages, some hash brown, some baked beans, some fried bread. I think that's everything. If it's not, you'll see me cooking it. So yeah, so I'm going to get all this cooked up, then we're going to put this pie together. So let's crack on. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to fry some sausages. Got 6 of these. I think that's the sausages done. Then we've got some black pudding. We're going to just quickly cook that. Of course, you can't have a full English without some bacon. We'll get some bacon cooking. Take that away. Some hash browns. We're going to be needing some fried mushroom. We're also going to have a piece of fried bread. Then you can't have a fried breakfast without some fried eggs. Okay, so the first thing we need is some short crust pastry. Let's get that in there. I'm going to give the inside a quick egg wash. So then the first thing we're going to put in this is our piece of fried bread. That's going to hopefully work to sort of soak her up, I don't know. Hopefully soak some of the grease and juices up that's going to leak out and hopefully give us a bit more of a solid base to our pie. Then next I'll cut the sausages in half. And we're just going to do this around the edges of the bread. And then we'll put the rest of them on top of the bread. Then we're going to put some mushroom in. Hash browns. Black pudding. Baked beans, our fried eggs, and finally the bacon. This bacon might look a little underdone for how some people like it, but I thought it might cook quite a lot more while it's in the oven with it being at the top of the pie. So I didn't want to cook it too much and make it really crispy in case that then just turned really stupidly crispy. Okay, so I'm just going to cut some of this excess pastry off the edges. Just make sure we've got plenty of egg around the edges here. And we're going to bring our top over, get that on top of the pie. Then we're going to crimp all these edges together now. Just do it roughly to start with. And we'll try and make it look somewhat presentable. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just as long as it stays together, really. Just put a little prick in there. Let's try and release some of the excess air we've got building up in there. If you want, you can crudely decorate the pie with some of your excess pastry. And we want to give that another brushing with the egg wash all over the top. And then that is ready for the oven now, so I'm going to pop that in the oven on gas mark 6 for about 30 to 40 minutes. Once it gets to the half-an-hour mark, I'll keep checking on it. So that is our very rusticy looking pie out of the oven. I'm going to let this cool down for about 10 minutes before I try taking it out of the tin. And we're going to find out whether using a cake tin to put this pie in was a good idea or a giant mistake. Right, so I've rested this on my pestle and mortar to keep it up. I'm just going to undo this now. Yeah, it was a mistake. It's just going to pull apart. Oh no. Okay, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to try tipping it upside down and getting it out, I guess. I get the feeling this isn't going to come out very well. Tell you what, I'll try and get this out. I'll come back and show you what sort of a state it's in when we're done. Should have probably got a deep pie dish rather than trying to improvise. I'll leave the camera running, I guess, just for entertainment purposes. Well, actually, may have got away with this. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to give this a very light egg wash, just to hopefully try and just firm this bit up a bit so it's easier when we want to cut into it. And then we're going to pop this back in the oven for about another 10 minutes just to try and crisp up the case of this. We'll also give it much more of a nicer finish as well. Yeah, so now I'm going to pop this back in the oven like this for another 10 minutes. Hopefully the plate doesn't smash. So I did in the end decide to transfer it onto a tray because I was a bit worried about the plate breaking. Now we've got to try and flip this over without it collapsing. I've got a cake peel underneath it. Look, I mean, that's a cake slice. It's going to hold it. It's just a case of flipping it without it all collapsing, basically. Move that to there. Move that to there. Tell you what, let's just... Oh, I've got a little bit of a crack in the top, which is actually the crack I did when I tried to get it out of the cake pan earlier when I tried to open it, but it's not a bad looking pie really. I mean, there's a few cracks in it, but it is an extremely loaded pie. I'm quite pleased with that actually, it's not too bad. So I guess now I need to cut this thing, don't we? So just go straight down the middle, see what happens. Oh my god, this is dense. Right, we're through. So we've got a little bit of breakage there that happened from the cake tin, but other than that, oh man, it's actually holding together quite nicely. There you go, look. You can see our fried bread, our sausages, our mushrooms, hash browns, beans, bacon, black pudding. You can literally see the layers of everything in there. That actually looks quite cool. This might have actually worked. Out of the way, folks. Come on, mate, out of the way. I know you can smell the pie. Right, so now, get a kid to slice each. I've got to work out how to eat this thing. Wife don't want any because she's on a diet. Let me just try and cut a little slither off. It's very fragile. I think the best thing to do is for me to just try and just grab a bit from the front that will hopefully get a bit of everything on it, which it hasn't. Just, yeah, I think we've just about got a bit of everything on there. Oh That is really good. I mean, it just tastes like a fry up, to be honest with you. Just like you've got a full English breakfast, basically. I mean, look, you can just take it apart and... Fried bread, it's gone very soggy, so using that to soak up a lot of the moisture to stop it from going into the bottom of the pastry, it looked like it works quite well. Yeah, this is good. It's a bit extreme, but it's quite a novel way of having a fry up, I suppose. I don't think any of it would have collapsed either if I hadn't split it trying to open the actual cake tin in the first place and just done it the way we did it. I think we'd have got away with it. Yeah. That's good. I like to make crazy foods, and I think this is pretty crazy. Not really more to say about it, is there? It's a fry up in a pie. Tastes pretty good. Well, it tastes really good actually. So yeah, don't know if you'd want to make this one at home. It's a bit of fun. I mean, I love pie, so if you want to give it a go, give it a go. It's pretty good. So I guess that'll be everything. I'm gonna eat a bit more of this. I don't think I'm gonna eat all of that. Probably put some in the fridge, maybe have it tomorrow or something. I don't know. But yeah, catch you next time.